back. Hopefully that wasn't too much of an annoying thing for anyone who was around. I think when this happens, it literally just turns it off for you and then turns it back on. I think that's how that works. But one thing that now I have to do, I have to get all my chats back up. So here, you guys listen to this for a moment. And while you're listening to that, I'm just pulling up all the chats so that I can keep up to date on what's going on here. Ooh, it's showing me that there are 2 live streams running at the same time concurrently. Isn't that trippy? Okay, well, I assume it's weird. I have to get all my chats. Gotta be this one. Yeah, and it was this one. Pop it out. And now let's go to the next one. Twitch. How do I get to my video on Twitch now? Channel? Twitch channel? Is that what this is? It is a Twitch channel, okay. Oh no, now it's playing it. No, stop it. Okay, cool. So there's gonna be some dropped frames here. How do I pop this out? Whoa, there's a lot of buttons. Okay, there we go, pop out. Okay, so now in theory I've got my chats back. They're back, awesome. We got our audio, and now how many dropped frames? 0, nice, that's a good result. I'm happy with that. Audio sounds fine, everything's good. I muted out the duplicate audios. I've got so many things going on. Okay, so here we are. Thanks for joining in. For anyone who's new, this is Introspective Wistful, which was originally named Wistful Introspective. And right now we're working on this section here. But before we do that, maybe I'm gonna pivot actually for a moment and really set these guys up. So let's take a listen and see what that means. So that's all of this here. The immediate thought to me is most of them are too quiet. They sound robotic as well. I can't mess too much with the swing, but more swing would make them sound human. Now the other thing is they cut out right here, so what are we gonna do about that? And oh, that's tight. No, that's tight. Okay, we're gonna keep it that way. And now, so for this though, we're gonna just keep it. Oh, cool. We heard a touch of what's to come. Okay, so what am I doing here? There's a lot going on. Streaming? Oh, the stream went down?
No, I was asking if you were still streaming.
Yeah, I'm streaming now. The stream came back 2 minutes and 40 seconds ago with 0 dropped frames this time. Yeah.
It's good. Oh, it's a lot crispier too.
So I'm thinking the first thing is we need to create a room. So I'll put my room beside it. I was thinking I would dock it to the right, but I'm not gonna do that because they're really, it's just a room. I'm gonna, instead of naming it room, I'll name it like drums. That's not right. It's got to be named percussion, I guess. Sure. Okay. And so what I'm doing right now, when you say creating a room, what I'm referring to there is you take all your stuff, you route it to that track. So now if I mute this, it mutes all of this. So this is really where the signal's going. And now if I put a reverb on this, for instance, it's gonna affect them all, which is fine when you want it to be that way, but you can also have individualized reverbs and stuff depending on what you're after. In this case, what I'm after is a room. I want them to seem cohesive, like it's a human playing them. So I'm just gonna, that's kind of cool, but I was thinking something more along the lines of, yeah. Right, okay. Now, not only did that thicken them out, that made them feel a little bit more alive, but it also gave them their own space, a tail for each of them, which is really important so that they have a lasting impact. Now, the thing about it though is we want dynamic range, and right now they're all a flat line, which, you know, don't get me wrong, I have them mixed here already. You can see how they're all crazy. Oh, this is panning. So they're panned all over the place. Volume wise, it looks like I didn't do much. So let's get some of that in there. Immediately, I'm thinking it's on the off hits that we're gonna have it be a little louder. So this one, that kind of deeper note, I want that louder. This one? I want it a little louder. So what I do, I kind of play around with this. No, that one is not going louder. That one's already too much. Usually it's going to be the deeper ones. So these bongos probably are going to be good to do that with. Yeah, let's do a little bit more of that. And the idea here is you really want to build it out. I want it to feel like a person playing. I know I've said that 4 times now. But it's true. It's what's on my mind. This one could be a little louder. This one is a good one to turn up to. See, now you've got a little bit more, because when you're playing a low note, you actually have to hit harder. That's the thing about it. Like those low notes. Oh, welcome, Tavlab. Thank you for dropping by. It's nice to see you. I hope that my chats are all up. Oh, are my chats up? If anyone's watching that stream, did they see that the chats... Yeah, okay, thank you for saying hello. Awesome. I appreciate that, buddy. Cool. Great, yeah, so the chats are up. The chats are still showing up on the thing. That's good. So now we've got a lot more lasting impact there. And then, so a lot of the time you might have like a white noise building uplifter here. I tend to shy away from stuff like that. If anything, what I might do... And we're going to talk about sidechain in a bit. We have not sidechained yet. So it's actually brilliant how well this is doing without sidechain. Look at that. That is actually absurd. I can't believe that. That's hilarious. See, that's more like it. Give me more of that. I like a little bit of natural clipping. Okay, anyway. So what I'll do, an easy way for me to build a bit of tension is to drop on the, wow, it's been so long I can't find it. Endless Smile, there it is. Endless Smile, it's cool because, so what do? We're gonna create an automation clip here. Browse parameters, create automation. And so this one's really, it's a neat little, oh. I'm on offbeats here? What is going on? I'm not on offbeats? Okay, I'm just crazy. Up to here. Something like that, just so you get a feel for what Endless Smile does. Oh, it's not automating. Whoops, there we go. So that's an effect I'm sure that you probably are very used to in my work. And that sounds good. I might keep it on the soft one, but let's just play around with it and see if there's anything that maybe is a little bit more suited to the sound that we're getting. Oh, I still have an old chat box open. Keep it going. I'm looking for something that really piques my interest or stands out, and if not, it's probably going to be the first one. That one did the best job. It's also such a slow sort of thing, right? So it's kind of hard for it to be something that's too truly impactful. But once we get to the next 3 here, you're going to really notice the effect that this effect plugin has. So far, it sounded like the same thing on repeat. This is starting to get into it again. Let me just hear that section. That is cheesy though, eh? Okay, so let's take it back a notch and hear it from the... So those ones, the 2 prior ones were called medium. The first one was called soft. So now we're in the hard ones, and the last one is called extreme or data or something like that. So we're gonna see here, and if you've got any experience with this stuff, you'll know that these are the ones who made something called Sausage Fattener. That one was really popular back in the day. Everyone kind of moved away from Sausage Fattener. Okay. So far, so good. This person, Theo just chatted in this chat, and it's interesting because... Yeah, right? Theo has never... Does it not notify you? Oh, Theo came in yesterday. Oh, okay. I guess I missed that. Whoops. Okay, fair enough. Okay, that's interesting. That's cool. And so, oh, this is interesting. Let's hear this one. Oh, and if you wanted to see what sausage fattener looks like, I must have it still. Probably. It's been a long time. Oh, I guess I don't anymore. Okay, fair enough. I take it back. Okay, so out of all of those, I would say the one I'm most excited about is probably the first one, but another thing about it that's really interesting is layering them together. But I'm not going to do that. I wanted something that was like just chill, and it kind of puts you into the atmosphere, and then it pulls you back in. So I think that's fine, but we're still missing something here. So usually the way I like to pad that out, it's 2 parts. I might increase the gain on a... like this one here, I might increase the clipping on it. Let me see if that's going to be a bad move or not. So, oh, it's already clipping at max. Okay, maybe that was the wrong choice. So what I'll do instead is I'm going to drop a crush on it. So I'm listening out for something very particular, because what we do, we start it like this and we slowly bring it in, and that's fine. It's the frequencies that I'm after, so we're going to do that. And then we're going to work on the side chaining in a moment as well, because the side chaining definitely needs, there's a lot of room for improvement on the side chain. But this isn't the only place in which I wanted to drop a crush. I think this one was probably a really good one for a crush too. Or this one. Probably this one's better. So we'll drop it on there as well. Oh, that's not the right thing. So most of what you see here, it's all free stuff. Sorry if you hear my typing. Like crush here, that other thing you saw there, that was all free stuff. Okay, perfect. We're gonna link it to the same controller, because it just adds a little grit so that you feel a dynamic impulse for some change that's gonna come. Okay, we're still not done yet. It's still missing some oomph. So that's where I use something that I really enjoy from this pack here. Surely you're able to see my packs, right? You are. Okay, cool. So this one here, Swum Drum, is a gorgeous pack filled with all sorts of goodies. And in this case, I'm looking at Crash 2, which I've used everywhere. It's such a common one for me because, well, let's see. Yeah, it just does that, you know? I mean, there's not much need for me to really explain what it's done. It does it. It does it well. And therefore, we're gonna drop these 2 in. We're gonna give them a bit of a mixer track. Sidechain now. Now we're talking sidechain, because sidechain is so pivotal. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create another bus. We're gonna call it SC instead of LC. LC was for low cut, SC for sidechain. We're gonna dock it to the right so it never goes anywhere, never leaves my side. And now we got some work to do. So, oh, and this is gonna need some reverb, so let's drop some reverb on her. Oh, that's perfect. Try that again. Did I dampen it too much? No, it's perfect. Okay, so sidechain. This is a really important sort of part of the mixing process here. Is I want my kick to sidechain, and I want my snare. Is that my snare? These are my 2 snares, it looks like. And I have this kick. I like all of them, so actually we're gonna create a 3rd bus now. Why is room dogged? Wait, I have 2 rooms. I have room. I didn't even know I had this. Okay, well, fair enough. It's been a minute. Yeah, because here's the other room we made. Okay, so I'm gonna make another bus now. This one is gonna be named drums. And that's different from percussion. It's different from percussion because it's gonna go to the left side. Back to the left. Because I considered these ones on the right to be outputs. Rather, the stuff on the left inputs to the stuff on the right. So even room should be over here, I would. And percussion, but I'm gonna leave those the way they are. So drums, why did I just do that? I did that because I'm going to actually hopefully not screw things up by moving a bunch of these over to sending signal into this drum bus now. So now whenever this kick goes, whenever this kick goes, whenever, oops, what did I do? Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm a little confused. So this kick doesn't go to the master, it goes to the room. Oh. Oh, what is sending to this room? Oh, that makes it a little bit more tricky, eh? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually duplicate the kick's signal. Where's the kick? Where is it? There it is. So we're gonna still send it there, but I don't want it to be overpowering, so I'm just gonna send it there quietly. So it's there, but it's not entirely there, because it's supposed to really only carry its weight in the purple track here. So I don't want it to be overpowering, but well, we can work with what we got. So there's that. Now what else I needed? The snare is also in the room. I guess this is a drum room, which is why it's on the left side. Okay, but it has reverb on it. Let me try it. Let me see what happens if I sidechain. Oh, cool. Okay, now I can kind of hear what's in there. Yeah, even the synth is in there. Okay, so we can't do that. I see why I have a room, and it's kind of cute because I don't normally do a room, but it's kind of messing with the plans here. So what I'm gonna change some stuff up. Instead of even having my drums over here on the left, I'm gonna reset it. How do you do that? Isn't there a reset? Reset selected tracks to default. Okay. Okay, cool. We're gonna dock it back to middle. So instead of what I was doing earlier... Oh, now my kick is gone, eh? Okay, let's bring my kick back. Oh, shit. Is that not louder now? Oh, buddy, what did I do? I think the kick got way the fuck louder, like super duper louder. It sounds nice. Oh, there we go. It's because it's still sending. Okay, so we had a duplicated kick. Alright, let's see if we have anything else sending to that track. This one is still. So remove that. What else is sending to that track? Anything else? Okay, so the reason why I just undid all my progress there is because instead of doing it that way, I'm actually just going to take my sidechain and I'm going to manually send the stuff I like to sidechain to there. So the kick is sidechaining to it, the other kick is sidechaining to it, and the snare is sidechaining to it. And that's not the only snare, I think this one is another snare, and that's it. I think that should be everything. So now this sidechain, we're gonna send to that instead, and we're gonna sidechain a lot of stuff here. First sidechain's probably gonna be a kick. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's a kick. And you can see how that affects the sound of it. So in my experience, what I like to do is try to not have it be so thick of a sidechain. I want this little drop here to be a lot shorter, but it just so happens that the kick I'm using has a long tail, it seems like. No, it doesn't. But I guess it's just really, really loud, more or less. So, but the thing about it is, see, having a sidechain on it... Okay, so maybe I won't do the kick sidechain, because the kick's already powerful enough. Yeah, that's good. That's a little better. Okay, and now we'll do the next sidechain is going to be for... the idea that I'm kind of trying to incorporate here is creating space for everything to sit in. But I'm finding that it's ruining the fidelity of what I'm doing here. So I'm trying to keep it pretty subtle. Another thing that's really bothering me is, oh yeah, that's something that's bothering me, is it got louder. It didn't get louder per se, but it is definitely struggling to keep up. So what I'm going to do, I thought this was a good idea. It turns out that it really wasn't doing what I wanted to do. The kick one specifically, so I've removed the kick one. And the snares need a little bit of work on them for this section. Okay, hold up. Sometimes, a lot of the time, you need to reset your ears. So let me start it from the top. Okay, so while we started from the top, we're gonna kind of get a feel for how it makes your ears feel, you know? How does it make you feel? And I think something that's concerning to me is I'm gonna turn it up a little bit because our friend has been away, so if my friend appears again, I'm sure, you know, Singularity's still here, but just busy.
I am here.
Yeah, so...
Dude, I love just like sitting back and listening to you.
Thank you. You're not the first to have said it, for sure.
Yeah, listening to someone who like knows what they're doing and watching them.
It's like you get a little bit of a window into what's going on in my mind, and otherwise there's a lot of mess going on in my mind. It's like I'm jumping from place to place, splattering paint on the canvas left, right, and center, but it all is for a purpose. And so you kind of get to witness it and sort of grow with me. And even more so, a lot of my favorite works have been entirely created by Twitch, by YouTube. Like, everyone else has the ideas that I incorporate, and that's so freaking cool. I'll show you one of those. I hope, you know what? I can't show you one of them because they will copyright strike me. Audio Library, who I eventually released this one that came to mind with, they have like a new thing that content IDs, and it's like super against what I stand for, but they already have my work, so it is what it is what it is. And I'm thankful for the opportunity to work with them anyway, even if it's... Look at that, isn't that interesting? It's all colorful.
What theme are you using?
My own theme settings. Let me know if you want it. It's called Airier, and it came from this one, Dark. And I messed with Dark a whole bunch, and then I just called it Airier.
It looks really good.
There used to be other themes here. I don't know what happened to my other themes, but like this one's cool. Tech. Let me put on Tech. Oh no, so maybe it didn't come from Dark. Maybe it came from something called Tech. I don't know what Tech is. Okay, no idea. But this is the one I like. Vila's is sick. This one's super cool. I just found that it was too bright, my eyes hurt, so I wanted something a little more tame. And this has the colors that are approachable for me. Okay, so sidechain out, reverb up the ass. There's so much reverb. It's like overwhelming how much reverb there is. And not only that, it's sounding like a lot of lost information. Yeah. I wonder what caused the most recent bout of lost information, but here's the easy solution. We're gonna take pretty much all of these, we're gonna turn them down just by a hair. No, even the kick has to go down a bit. I mean, not the kick, the bass. So now, oh, that's much better. And you know, the fact that it's hovering below 0 concerns me. I like it when it's kind of wiggling with 0, but the reason why it's like that is because then this section, it gets a lot louder and obnoxious. I like how the kick holds its own with the outside chaining. That's pretty dope. I'm finding that this is grating to my ears, this part here, so I'm just going to do something about that. What happens if I just move it down 1 octave? Yeah, that's a little tight, because we start with a little less presence and then it moves up a bit. I like that a little more, and it creates some more room for the melody piece. Something that I always like to do with this type of melody is I'm going to put another Nexus in, because Nexus is Bay. I like to do this mono legato trigger, yeah, 1/16 legato, so it's a glide now. What I did, I created a glide, and the reason I did that is you take the top part of your synth here, so just this part, like that. Okay, but this is really boring, so now you mess around with it a bit. So this is good. Uh-oh, my mouse was wigging out a moment ago. Do 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 do. Hello, Anonify and Laturo. It's so great for you to have shown up, and it seems, I don't know what happened to my chat for a moment there, but I thank you so much for appearing, and I hope I didn't miss anyone else's chats. That's fine, I can work with that. And so this one now, it's gonna take a touch of spread. And it needs more reverb. Okay, keep it going. That's very interesting. Okay, so let's hear that in context. You don't understand nothing, but it sounds good. By that, do you mean, am I too quiet? Should I turn my, let me turn the mic. Is that what you mean? Or is this okay? Do you like it louder? Let me know, Lazaro. But if you just mean you don't know what I'm doing, then that's good. I'm glad that at least you're tuning in even though you don't know what I'm doing. That's pretty sick. But if I'm too quiet, I would love to balance my audio appropriately, so do keep me updated on that. Hey, Singularity, you there? I have a
Yep.
question for you. Okay, you
So-
don't understand the music, you say Latoro. Okay, so I have a question for you, which is, do you prefer when I've got... There are two options here. This one here, we're looking at roots. Here we're going toward what is considered more... if you think of music as something that's binary, ones and zeros, this is like the right answer. This is the 1 or the 0. But then here, the other option... Uh-oh, what happened? Okay, I'll just do it manually. The other option, which is this one, this is where we're looking at you're just about to hit the note, but you missed it. And you did that twice. So let me know. I'm going to play these back to back. Let me know if you prefer the E to B or the D to A, because then that'll definitely provide the information for where we go next. Or if you have any other ideas too, but let me know. So here's D to A versus... So essentially, the question is do 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 or do 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 do. I hope you can see the difference there, but I'll play it again once more for you, and you can let me know. Versus. So it's like it could be this one. That, or it could be and then it goes up one higher, and that's out of key there at that section. But any thoughts, any suggestions there? Oh, you're muted and deafened. Oh, you're back now.
Yeah, I was taking a moment to listen to the stream because it's a little bit delayed.
I hear that. Yeah.
I think I'm personally more of a fan of D to A.
Okay.
Second one.
So let's
You
listen to
know-
it. Yeah,
You
tell me
know,
about it.
You know, I used to make orchestral, and you know, I like that broad range of note playing using the entire piano.
Love it. Love it. I really
So-
appreciate your insight. It's invaluable to me. Absolutely. Okay, let's see where that takes us. I think you're on money. I think you're on some money right now. Cool. Okay, I can work with that. So let me hear it again from this part. And actually, you know what? This needs to definitely have something like that. This part needs to be that instead.
Yo, I just tuned back in for a second. It looks amazing. It sounds like really good, dude.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's awesome, awesome. Love you, guy. Okay, so now... Honestly, I'm gonna keep it going. Why the heck not, right? It's like building to a crescendo, so let's crescendo. So we will
love
take that
crescendos.
part. Hell yeah, and you are great at them. Orchestral has taught you well, and even in your electronic work, it's really beautiful to hear.
Me, of all people, love crescendos.
Why, is that surprising? I think that makes perfect sense.
Mhm.
Look at your person. You as a person, you are a crescendo of a human being, you know that?
Thank you, bro.
Anytime. Okay, so I don't need it here anymore. Oh. Okay, that's fine, but now we can remove it from this part because it's in the next section. And now here, so do. And now honestly, something I always do that makes it easy for me, I just octave it up. So that's what I've done here. Let's see what that sounds like. Oh, okay, no. Because we were previously working on 7s, now we're at the root. So we're actually gonna go down. And then, okay. Whoa, that's not what I meant, but it kind of is, it's doing something for me. So that one versus this, so this is what I actually intended to do. Versus... Oh man, that's very tricky. Let me hear it one more time. Hey, Singularity, you think you could pop in, give me another pointer? Are you busy?
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Okay, so here we have G sharp versus D. These are the two options. I'll play them back to back a couple times so you get a feel for what I'm talking about here. Let me know which one sounds more approachable to you. Bearing in mind, this E is wrong. The E is not going to be an E, I think, but at least it's really about this section here, the B and the G sharp, or whether it's going to be a B and a G sharp, or if it'll be a D and a B. Okay, so let's start with the D and B first, and then I'll A and B it. What do you think? To me, it could go both ways. It's hard for me to say which one of those I liked more. You're still muted and deafened if you're trying to say something. I'll play them again because you're silent, so I assume you're still thinking about it.
I personally like the G sharp a little more.
Cool. Thank you, sir.
I like the way it rises.
Yeah, it reminds me of like a trumpet if you do the rising. Or like, there's a certain type of, let me play this real quick. Do I have that? So if
They both sound really good, but I don't know. I'm attracted to G sharp a little more.
Thank you so much for keeping me on the ball and keeping me updated as to where you're coming from, where your mind's at. So I wanted to show you something that it reminds me of, but it's not here. And I think I don't have session strings on this. Let me see if I have session strings, because it must be in session strings. I don't. Okay. There's a thing that I might as well just play a song that has it. There's a thing you can do with strings that I don't remember the name of at the moment, where the strings, they rise. The strings, they're rising strings, and it's pretty sick. I'm gonna play a song right now that does it. I hope it does it, because I don't know if I had that synth when I made this. But I think it's in this. Okay, so that one doesn't have the weird rising strings.
Hey man, I'll be right back.
Okay, see you in a sec. I'll try to find the rising strings for him while he's out and about. Does this one have rising strings? No, dang, that's a jam. Holy shit. I forgot what that sounded like. That's a clean jam. Okay, you know what? No use in figuring it out, but there's a rising string thing you can do. Da 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 da. I'm too stuck in my comfort zone right now, so I'm gonna pull it back again and start from the beginning. Delete the strings that I won't use. I wanted the rising strings, but I don't have that on this, which is fine. Check if I have anything that I'm behind on, and I don't. Cool. Oh man, that's why I don't do this for so long. It's already like too much. Too much. It's too much. There's so much ambiguity in my heart. fuck? What is that? Why doesn't it move around? How come I can't pitch it? Okay, I'll pitch it the other way then. That's weird. Whoa. And now it's detached? Odd. Lots of question marks. Okay. Lots of question marks. So how do you do that? You do fine pitching? Oh man, it really doesn't want to. Okay. Okay, Swamdrum is not doing it for me. It's good though. Swamdrum is good stuff. That's... Okay. Okay, sure. Let's see about his favorites of... I apologize and how annoying it is to hear stuff just repeated. This is how it is. This is what I do. I do a lot of that repetition, and I like how it sounds myself, but I can get how that can be very annoying. I like that C there, that was kind of different. I like the C. Can I turn them all into a C chord there, or is that gonna kill the bug? It's like such a weird choice. Like, why don't I put the C sharp in instead? It's because it's going downward. If it was going upward, you would do the C sharp. I'm fine with that. It's fine. Now... Okay. So we put in some hats. We added this section. My brain hurts. You know when you do something for so long? My brain is tired of this. So I'm exporting that. I'll listen to it. I'll see if there's next steps to be disclosed. And we'll do it together. You best believe we'll do it together. But after that's done, we're going to hop on to the next one. There's a lot that needs to get done right now. So while this is exporting, I'm going to take that as a moment to get some hot water. I'll be right back. Appreciate your patience. Should take me maybe 20 seconds, 25 seconds. Somehow in putting the lid onto my bottle and like screwing the lid on, that created it to like spew water out of it. And I don't know how that makes sense because the lid is being attached to the bottle. Like it creates a seal, right? And so like screwing it tighter, I'm not sure. I don't know where the water came from. Like how did it even? But I digress. These are the growing pains. So the next one will be, I want something to just calm my feelings for a moment. And this one's a nice chill little happy thing. So let's see about the chill little happy thing. Hopefully it won't be too mentally taxing because that kind of style is very kind of taxing to listen to, I find. For me at least. Don't get me wrong, it's some of my favorite music, and I'm thankful that I can do what I just did because I've been trying to make music like this for over a decade. So cool. Okay, anyway. Yeah, this one's a little bit of funky jam. Be funky jamming out here. And then, so I'm chill with all of that. That was just fun. That was just fun to listen to for me. So now you're gonna have a B section that goes a little bit more like. You obviously want to slow the pace. Well, not obviously, but it's a breakdown section, so you kind of. Uh, See, I'm trying to make it so that it's not doing so much, so I have room to do some other stuff. So we're just taking the same rhythm we already got from here, superimposing it dun, 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 here. And then you're gonna have like a da-dun, 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 da-dun. And that, I want to pull back in a Gladiator. It's been a long time since I've really made great use of a Gladiator. That's the old Gladiator. I'm curious what the new Gladiator has in store. So this one is in this folder. Let's see what the new Gladiator's power is going to provide us with. Oh, that's not it. That's kind of cool. I can't say I'm digging too much the new Gladiators stuff, so we're gonna go back to the old Gladiator. Tried and true classic for me. It's been in my music for over a decade. Like, look at that. Whoa! Immediately. It's just fun and wacky and zany. Oh, that's where the shit went. Okay, let me do this one. Yeah, oldie but goodie. I'm down. This has been in my music for over a decade. I've said that 4 times in the past minute. But this is, I just loaded up an old synth, an old patch for this synth from like way back when. Okay, so this one is gonna go da-dun, 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 and I guess we can just take these chords. Open G. This is a power chord. And in my head it's going da-dum. What's going on? Like that, but faster. Like that? What are we at next? Oh, my mouse is wigging out. It's an F. And then, what is that? A sharp? Okay. I doubt it's a sharp, it's probably a B flat. I have to think about it. Okay. Now the other thing about it is the white noise is a little bit much, but the thing about it is it's a big part of the triggers, so instead of turning it off in synth, I usually take it down a notch or two through an EQ. Okay, that's cute. That's cute, and open voicings. I'm just trying to see. Right? Isn't it? Or is that a minor? It sounds better as a minor, but I want it major right now, kind of. Or maybe you start it minor and move it major? Tricky. Yeah, that's fine. and then it becomes an A. So major to major to major to major. Try that. Sometimes it works, you know. Yeah, that's purely major chords. Wow. And what happens if I make them all major 7s? Out of curiosity, what does that sound like? That's tight. 4 major 7s? Couldn't I make some of them just 7s? Like, what if I make the off ones into just 7s? Okay, but instead of those ones, make the other 2 the ones that are that way. So now we're diatonic. Nah, it's better this way. It sounds like a phone call, like a phone is ringing. And I definitely have to turn the white noise down at least a little bit, like within the oscillator 5 volume. I can see why people call me lo-fi. Oh, welcome back, Lautaro. It's great to see you. I hope I'm not mispronouncing your name, but thank you for returning. We pivoted. We moved away from that one, and now we're doing this one. And this one's gonna need a little touch of Crush to get me through the day. I find that Crush helps get through the day. So let's drop the Crush in there and see where that takes us. I'm finding that it's just not bright enough. Oh, that's why. Oh, there we go. I kind of want to put like a phaser on it. See, now I've turned down the white noise a little too much, I think. That's better. Gives it a little bite, a little crunch. No, it's good pronounced. It isn't an English name, you think. Is this another song or it's the same one? No, it's a different song, but I'll play you where we got with that other one in case you were curious. I'll give you a little taste of it. So at the end there, we did a little bit of work on the ending part. So this is where it got. This is like that ending section. There's still a lot of work to do on this, but at least you get a feel for kind of where my mind's at. Okay, so I'm hearing now, after listening back to it, so much that I want to change. And so I'm legit gonna go, I'm pivoting back now. I'm pivoting back because I hear so much that needs to happen with it. So that last song we were just listening to, that project file is called Circus. We're gonna move away from Circus for a second because Lautaro got me thinking that really I should be doing a little bit more work on this one. And so here we're back at now, I think it's called now Introspective Wistful. The original project file is called Wistful Introspective, but then I did some messing around and now it's called Introspective Wistful. That doesn't really say much for what the actual song will be titled, but okay, so what I noticed there while I was listening to a couple things, mixing wise there's some work to be done, but even outside of the mixing part, let's open back up that melody. Okay, hold on. I'm listening without the context, and context is really important. So we're gonna have to start from here, and then we'll work our way over. So here's the first thing that I wanted to change. It's gonna go do do do. Oh, and this is actually something I alluded to earlier. When you're going down, you're gonna do this. Well, that's wrong actually. This is... Okay, scratch that. Pretend I didn't say that. But here I'm going up. Oh yeah, no, that's right. So you're going up and you do it in key, sort of on a major upward scale, but when you're going downward it becomes like a minor out of key scale. It's really interesting, but it changes how it feels. See that versus... See, this one is the one that's actually in key here, which is odd because I thought later on this becomes out of key. That's really interesting. Okay, let's listen to it and then I'll know what I'm talking about. And I don't like quite the spacing there. It's just gotta pull in a little bit. Something's wrong about it, and I'm working on it for sure. I'm sorry that it sounds so weird right now. I really didn't want to just play the same notes, but it's better. It's honestly better if I do, I think. Oh, that could be it. That's closer. There we go. That's a little cleaner. I can work with that. Now, the only thing is that seems cheesy to me. What about that? It's like almost, but not. Okay, let's hear it with context again. Okay, that could be better. Let's hear it in context again. Now, that's a thought. My little lead bass thing. Why do I have two of them? Oh, that's what those are. Wait. Oh, there it is. So this thing has such... There's got a lot of attack, so let me... So definitely... Yeah. It benefits from having the attack pulled back a little bit. Instead of sounding like it's fading in, I'm pulling it back, the attack, so now it's kind of happening in the stag. And so that's where, let's hear it with the kick. Sidechain. I dig it. See, now everything fits in a little tighter. The issue with the kick is it's got such a tail. Okay, so let me work through this one by one here to understand what's going on. Okay, so it's really just the bass that needs even less. Let's pull the attack back a little more on the bass. So the trick here is I actually need to create a trigger that's hitting at the same time the kick hits, because my kick has too much of a tail. Okay, well, before I do that though, let me take a listen to what it sounds like sidechained onto my bass, just because it could make the effect that I'm after without any of that extra work. Let's take a look. What did I just sidechain to this thing? Oh, it was the wrong kick. Okay. That's fine. Try that again. Perfect. Okay, now we have a lot more room. Uh-oh. Talk about a mess. This is why I was saying earlier my brain hurts when I listen to this. Thank you so much, Magic Stick. That is so nice. You are so kind. I really appreciate that. And I believe in you. I'm sure your stick is plenty magic. Hopefully maybe one day I might be blessed with your Magic Stick. Thank you. Do you do magic tricks with it? I'm trying to do something, but I think it's not gonna happen. Yeah, I know. This part has to be that instead. Move it up an octave first. Let's see. Okay, so there was that, but then I wanted it on the B. Let me just see what that sounds like on B. Oh, I'm back in another scenario where it's like, do I want... That's pretty dope. So that's like more of what is considered correct. This one is more of what my ears want to hear. Da 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 versus da 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 da. I guess it depends on what comes afterward. Thank you, Latsuro. If you stick around or not, I'm sure that I'll get around to one that's more of that R&B thing. I mean, to be fair, where this one starts is kind of that way. Okay, no, it isn't. Here, let me share with you something that's coming out soon. It's coming out next month. And maybe you might like this one, Latsuro. It's kind of more in line, maybe, with what And So It Begins sounds like. Or not, I don't know. Do let me know what you think, but it definitely has that, you said pretty relaxing. I would say this is more in line with relaxing. Definitely nowhere near specifically what And So It Begins has to offer. Lately my music has taken, okay, so this one, sure, this one is coming out soon, just next month, that's true. But what about this one? Maybe this one might be more in your vibe, because this one might be an And So It Begins style too. And we can work on this one together in a little bit too. This one's pretty cool. So the point being that there are some feelings to come. How about this one? Maybe this one might be more in line with your And So It Begins style. The thing is, as you can tell, it's weird music, man. Or woman, I make just weird music, so it's hard for me to, because And So It Begins is a very normal sounding song, I think, but my music isn't very normal sounding. It's just like, especially the stuff has been very in your face kind of stuff. So I'm sorry about that, but thank you for your input. Definitely, you know, I try my best to make it sound how it needs to ultimately result in the throughput I'm after. And you know, the thing about it for me is that means ultimately it means a lot of what is that word I'm looking for? Just lots of work, right? I like to put a lot of stuff out, and so if you're not careful, you can easily miss stuff. That's the way I do it. And what it means though is that I'm sure I've had other ones that are perhaps more in your style. You just got to be attentive to catch them when they come, because they kind of come and go very quickly. So I'm sorry about that, but thank you for sticking around for the ride, even though it's not music that's necessarily right in line with what you're after. That means a lot to me. It really does. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Okay. Alright, I was gonna export it and move on to that other one that we just talked about, but you know what needs to happen. It needs to have It needs to have a calm down. I'm like taking audible breaths because that is just so much stuff going on, and now my ears want me to just go relaxed mode. Give me something that is. What about this one? I take the piano. Okay, I don't know what that is, but I like it. What is that? Okay, that, but then I also want it on this instrument, the trance one. No, if you're really gonna go that route, you should just take this piece. Like, honestly, man, I'm not someone who likes to repeat and repeat and repeat, and this entire song is just repeat, 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 and that's a lot. And Juice Mix, Herbal Tea, and Enso begins. Hey, that's a good lineup, Magic Stick. That's a good lineup. I appreciate that. This one's kind of in line with Juice Mix, kind of, sort of, maybe. Yeah, dope. Thank you, dude. That's flames and stuff. That's really cool. Really, sincerely, it means the world to me to hear your input. I mean, not only is it like pivotal for my feelings, it makes me feel feelings, but it also allows me to kind of, you know, you have a direct influence on what I'm making and what I will make and continue to make. So keep it up. And once again, thank you. And I hope that your magic stick serves you well. Unless you are the magic stick, in which case, I guess someone's got to wield you. When I pick you up, do I get +5 wisdom? I guess that wouldn't be a very magic stick. That'd be like a slightly magic stick, depending on where you're coming from. Okay. Phew! This song is too much. I can't. Oh my god. Okay, let's take it from here. I love that I didn't even change the drums. Lautaro, that is amazing feedback. Sincerely, thank you. You are the best. That is phenomenal, and I will take that into consideration. I absolutely will. Maybe one that's more your line. This is probably one that you'll like. Maybe. I'm not sure. Quite where your feelings are at, but this one has a little bit more of those lower sort of notes, I guess, for lack of a better word, the low notes, right? Maybe this one's got a little bit more of that for you. But I think maybe you might even mean bass. And yeah, bass is big for me too. I love me some crunchy, juicy bass, so that's so sick, dude. You guys are phenomenal. I'm so thankful for our time together. Seriously. You know what? I'm gonna share with you guys something that I've been working on tirelessly, something that's been years and years and years and years in the making, because I think you might enjoy it. I don't know if it'll be correct, you know, right in line with what you're looking for, but it might give you a touch of wonder for your day. That one is called Where is it? Thank you, Larturo. You are so cool. This one's called Dolphin Tide. I've been working on this for a long time, and the only reason it's not out yet is because it has my singing in it, and I'm still learning how to sing. I've been learning for a long time, and I'm not at the level of capability required for this to really be complete at this point, but that's okay, because it's this. So the reason why the melody has enough variation is it was actually part of a competition thing from a group that I'm no longer really a part of. And so I will still release this as part of that group because they still are my family. I'm just not there for my own mental health. But they provided the melody. And so the idea was that you're trying not to make too much of a change to the melody, but I'm still going to mess with it a little bit because that competition was 4 years ago probably by now. So I probably have a little bit of creative liberty to make it sound a little different, but super sick. I appreciate you guys coming along for the ride. That's really cool. Okay, so here we are again at this bit. And there was a part there where the hats came in, and I'm trying to think, did I even notice the hats? So let's see. Let's see if I noticed the hats or not. And I think an open hat might make a lot of sense. Happy hour and 30, guys. Okay, I can even turn it up a touch and it won't be too offensive. Now here we go. So now the question is, how do you outro this? Like what do I take, leave, add, remove? And I was thinking, target mixer track. What is that? My clip unique. Target mixer track. Oh, that's fine. Okay. I was thinking that a lot of these... Whoa. A lot of these parts are good, but it's very loaded. So what happens if I take out the sub? Beauty. Take out the little pluckies. Now what if instead of taking out the plugs entirely, I make it so that the plugs only happen on the first hit, and I remove the rest of the plugs? It's interesting, but I think better without. And now, so what does this do? Oh, this is that synth, okay. That's good. That's good. So we go from... And then, so this part is going to have like an impact. Let me grab an impact here. Impact. It's been a while since I used an impact in a song. I used to use impacts as drums. I learned that from a buddy of mine. Jordan, man, I miss you. It's been years. I see him on Facebook. And I never... I don't have the balls. The balls to say hello. I miss you. Because he's killing it. He's doing his thing, you know? Okay, well that's not the impact that I'm after here. Try that. Cool. On top of that... Cool. Let's mix some. Doesn't need much. And like, I hate the concept of repeating. All I'm doing is repeating and repeating. It's like all encapsulated. Yeah, it does sound like a Haunted Mansion theme. Facts. That is what I'm going for. I appreciate that. What does that make me think of? There's another thing I recently did that has something. Yeah, let me jump back into this one. It reminds me of this part of the song also has a bit of that Haunted Mansion-y kind of thing to it. Like, specifically, at least, the synth that sounds Haunted Mansion-y is... It's kind of hard for you to hear it right now, but it's there in the background. It's going... You kind of really got an ear for it if you're going to hear it, because it's hard to hear it, but... So that, once again, is the one coming out December 20th. That's when that's coming. I feel like this needs a delay. I think that's really silly, but I'm gonna give it a little bit of a delay. Why the heck not? Give it a little... Because it reminds me of the old days. I'll even do it on both. Let's see how bad that sounds. Or maybe amazing. Who knows? Honestly, not terrible. Oh, and so then that means this part has parts taken out. This part gets the gladiator removed. And then let's see if we give it a reverb tail, sorry. Trail is fine too though. They both kind of mean it. Okay, Lautaro, you are the best. I miss you already and you haven't left, but thank you so much for stopping by. You rock. Yay, Magic Stick. Feel the feelings. Feel them. I want you to feel all the feelings that I can give you, Magic Stick. Okay. And hopefully, Lautaro, I'll hear from you again, I imagine, down the road. I can't see why not. So, thank you again for stopping by. You are phenomenal. One of a kind. Love you tons. And happy days. Happy sweet rest of your time. I'm just typing something in here to double check. Should I? I'm gonna do it. Because it feels like... Oh, okay, cool. They're still popping up. You know, back in the day, my chat little box thing that pops up in the stream, it wouldn't do that. So I'm glad that it's fixed. Okay. Alright, so we are done with this one. And I think in Lataro's spirit, as Lataro leaves, it might be time to hit the one that I call Tight Love. So I'm gonna try that. We're gonna see where Tight Love takes us. I think it's gonna be fun. And I appreciate you jumping in for the ride, you know, wherever you do, whenever you do. It means the world to me. It really does. And it's phenomenal. I wish I had my little camera here. I'll have to figure out how to get a camera on there. And that'll be fun. That'll be so fun. But I don't have that ability yet. So one step at a time, one day at a time. Okay. I might need to stop and grab a bite. Some point here I'm getting hungry. And honestly, I can just go grab it and come back. Okay. Lots is being done here, I tell you. I can't believe it. I've been trying to make music like that for years, for so long, and it's been done? Like, what? What time do you usually do these lives? I've never done them before. What time would you like me to do the lives, Magic Stick? I will just be doing them permanently for a while, I think, because for the next month, fingers crossed I'll have downtime. So fingers crossed I'll be able to do it. Otherwise, especially once my life is back in standard affairs, really, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough finding the time. It'll probably only be, if I even do it, it'll be on Saturdays, and that would mean that I'm using up all the free time that I have, because I'll only get Saturdays as free time. Mondays after work as well as free time, but I gotta fit the chores in there somewhere as well, so we'll see. But do let me know what time is suitable for you, and I'll try to be doing this kind of pretty much all the time at the moment. So here we go, we changed it up. Breath of fresh air, this one is. Tight Love, okay. Yeah, this one is good. It's good just the way it is. I just remembered something that I was thinking of doing. Did I do that? Yeah, I did, okay. On that last song I was just working. That's so interesting. The melody lines align with the drums in an inverse manner. Thank you so much, Murph. I think you and Magic Stick will get along because both you guys like grocery lists, but you're phenomenal. Thank you so much for stopping by and for showing your friends some of my work. I mean, that's insane. That it's like everything to me, and I couldn't, thank you enough. I couldn't show my appreciation enough for what you've done to, get me out there, sure, but to uplift the world. I know that sounds really egotistical. I mean to say that this is what we all do together. That's what I'm trying to say here. That you uplifting me, that empowers me to make real change in my life and the world around us subsequently, just in the person you are and in carrying yourself as you do. So thank you once again. Sincerely, you rock my socks off, Murph, and I appreciate you stopping by. You rock. Thank you. So this is where we're gonna start here, and something just happened that was a little silly, and so I'm gonna build off of that because I think it sounded funny and I liked it. So what was that? Where did that come from? That was here? No, that was from here. Yeah. So, Singularity popped off. Peace out, Singularity. I will leave to that part at least. Okay, sorry about the Discord sounds, guys. I hope that didn't confuse you if you were listening to Discord and then something. Okay, so the thing that came to mind, so it's these two. No, it's not. There's one more, is it? No, it's really just these two. Okay. So what I was thinking is during this section, what if I go like the thought that came to mind was like where the wild things are, like stomping, the sound of them stomping. I hope that makes any sense to somebody. Yeah, perfect. Okay, now the question is, which direction do I take it in? Let me try this one. that a C sharp? I'm peckish. You rock, Murph. That is phenomenal news. In any way, however I can help you, if I can, I would love to. And once again, that support, I feel it. I feel your support physically. I mean, it provides me security, financial security and emotional security, so thank you for doing that for me. Thank you. It's something that, you know, you put the time out, you know, your own time and energy and effort into space that otherwise, you know, doesn't necessarily feed anything back to you. So, you know, this is where I come in, and I'm just trying to make sure that you're fully aware of just how impactful what you've done is, because it is so very important to me. Cheesy moment. I cheesed out a little bit there. Let me put the G in instead. Try that. Okay, hold on. I'm lost in the sauce now. Hold up. So this is where we came from. Phew. I gotta go grab my food. That'll just be a moment. See? Oh, I hope you get kind of where I'm coming from, where the wild things are stomping around. It's like monsters. I want it to sound like monsters kind of fumbling about a little bit. That's what's on my mind right now. What is the song I'm most proud of composing? That's a good one. The song I'm most proud of composing at the moment would most likely, that would be that would have to be. Oh, I know what it would be. It would be my vocal work, but the issue is you can't hear my vocals because I haven't put the vocals onto the thing because I'm not good enough to sing yet. Trying to give you something reasonable, something that you can take with you. Probably, probably. Oof. There's a lot of them. You know what? I think the one that makes me feel like whoa, like the one that's very woey, that gets me like whoa, is probably this one. Yeah, it's pretty freaking tight. That's a tight track. It's not necessarily out yet or done. So I think honestly the one I'm most proud of at this point is probably the one that I posted or I kind of gave you a glimpse into a moment ago, called Dolphin Tide. And now Dolphin Tide is really special to me because it's a collaboration with someone who I've been friends with for almost a decade now. It's been a long time, and this is the section that he did. Ew. It's so tight. And this one is full of lyrics too, so I'm kind of avoiding the lyrical parts. But I would say I'm probably most proud of this one. It's not out yet. This is the one that sounded like this. So you can see it kind of takes a turn for sure. And I'll give you another touch on that in a sec, but let me see what Murph said. Never quite known why, but your music has always been good comfort music to me. And by that I mean I do know why. It's good music with high energy, lol. Hey, that's so sweet and thoughtful. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much. That is phenomenal. I hope I can continue doing that for you, because it means so much that I, can impart a little bit of my truth onto you, however that may be, and share with you a little piece of happiness, however possible. So as far as released work is concerned, the one that really sticks out to me is probably this one. Now I can't post too much of this because it's going to get muted very quickly, but it's called Traveling Through the Timeline. It sounds like this. And I would say if you were asking what my favorite of my own work that I've released are, it would be Traveling Through the Timeline. That'd be number one. That's the thing we just heard. I can't play too much of it because it's released by Audio Library, and so they have the rights, and so they would content ID me. Isn't that ironic? The person who made it would get content ID'd. But so that was the first one. If you get the chance, check out Traveling Through the Timeline. The next one down the list is one that I can play for you. We overdid it. Openness is what is this called? We overdid it. Openness is we overdid it. Openness is just like openness is just a dreamlike expression. This one is super fun. It's a really silly song. It has like Yoshi samples and Pikachu, and
gonna bring the dice in first.
I used the sound of someone crunching for that transition. That's actually someone like biting into cereal. Yeah, this one always brings a little smile to my face because it's just so zany and silly. And same with the openness as a dreamlike expression. And the last one, so I know I've taken you on a ride, but this is the last one, I promise. Mountaintops in the Sky. These are the three that I'd say I'm most proud of. They carry wildly different energy, the three of them, but the fact is that for me, it's not really about being proud of any of my work. It's about an expression of myself in what I do. And so, the funny thing about it is all my music, it sounds kind of chill or positive and all that jazz, but it really comes from a bit of a deep, dark, lonely place of expression, and that's artistry for you. That's how it is. But so you might hear it and you think, oh, this makes me feel so this and that, and that's amazing. No, I'm so stoked that I can impart onto you a little bit of happiness. But in reality, like, nah, this is all like dark, depressing stuff to me personally. Another one that I'm proud of, Your Time Has Come. Oh, this one jams. This one's so tight. Oh my god. And all of my collaborations are huge to me as well. The one with Ashutosh is cool. I'll play that one for you in a sec as well, because I hope you don't mind me taking you on a little bit of a trip through my work here. So this one here, this one is Your Time Has Come. Sick. The one with the Cosmo, dope. There's the one, you know what? I do have one that I could share with you with vocals on it that I am proud of it, and it's not quite what you would expect it to be, so I'm taking you on a ride here. I hope you don't mind the little deviation from what we've been doing up to this point. So Your Time Has Come, it does this part for a bit, and then it goes to this section. Yeah, tight. That evolves into this. You get another little break here, and then it becomes... So I just jumped through a bunch of stuff. So that's Your Time Has Come. Check it out if you haven't. It's a good one. Ethereal Dream, Between Me and Ashutosh. absolute top. I don't know if I can top this. Ashutosh took me on a ride. Like, I barely, this is Ashutosh's. I'm privileged to get the opportunity to consider myself even remotely part of this, because this is a journey of a song. I tell you, every time you think that you see, that's what I was saying about the last one, right? I don't like the whole concept of repeat, and this does it phenomenally. It never, it keeps you guessing. It never sort of puts you in that comfort zone. Yes, Smurf, I agree with you completely. The chill to the bubbly, that's the vibe right there. I'm on that. That reminds me of something that I'm going to share as well. And I hope he won't mind that I share this, but it's a big thing. So this is Ethereal Dream. I'm skipping through a little bit. So then it becomes this way. Dope. And like his synth work is phenomenal. And then this part, oh, tell me about that. Holy smokes. Oh, what a trip, what a dream. So a Cosmo and I as well, we did some phenomenal work on this one. I would say once again, this is a Cosmos work. I'm proud of it because I got blessed to You're so funny, Verb. You joined for my music, not my music. That's so funny. Well, this one as well. This is another one that is not. I wouldn't consider them music by me. I'd consider myself privileged to get the opportunity to, put my name on it. But like this is all the work of the others, and they're so good. They're so good. So there's that one. There is that one, and yay! I am glad that that you're enjoying the time here to add to your list. What was that? There was another one that I wanted to put up here. So two of them come to mind. First, I'm going to show you this one, and just know that this one is what you're going to hear is a really, really, rough. It's a rough little baby. This is a rough little baby, but it gives you a bit of a peek into my personality, my perspective, my views. So take a listen.
In order to get anywhere in life, you gotta stay determined. It's not just about the fears you fight, so many lessons you have learned. Realize we allies guide each other through thick and thin. Revitalize and stay encouraged. Recovery emerges from within. It's all about that mentality, not just personality. Cause in reality, your malady might be morality. Originality and actuality is hard to see, so we strive for lives filled with fallacy vitality. Some say individuality or spirituality, modality, centrality, sanity, or normality. In totality, it all has the same functionality. Everything means the same thing in this analogy. I'm not lying when I say my neutrality matches with your vanity, and that calamity and insanity equivalent sentimentality, because it all comes down to our shared commonality. Don't stop freeing yourself from negativity. Stay motivated to keep moving forward in your mind, to be freed from the ball chain and shackle holding you tight. It's up to you to really channel the might of your light. You can feel the world around you give way to all your dreams, hopes, and desires every day if you let go of your inhibitions and seize your opportunity to live life truly with vigor and forget what it used to be. I just want to help you learn to love it all, so seamlessly we step through all these thick walls we built up to find ourselves happy at home. Finally understood we're not alone in these comfort zones. This beautiful world full of support and health is truly worth the effort of helping yourself. By accepting everyone and everything as part of you, you'll see the positivity as identity is the truth.
Now that's the facts, is that singing is the direction I'm really taking my stuff. So, I'm not necessarily proud of this in the way of the recording, but I am proud of the words, more or less. I think that that's a message that matters a lot to me, means a lot to me, and singing is going to be sick, once I get to that point. Here's another one with singing on it. This one is really cool.
Do you see what you can do? Congratulations, we are so proud of you. It's safe to say that you heard the plea. Congratulations, everybody shout glee. Do you see what you can do? Congratulations, we are so proud of
So that one's called Proud of You. It's by a school teacher. And the school teacher's students, they moved up a couple of grades, I think, on average. And so he made that song. And I'm just floored. I'm floored. It's one of a kind. It's so magical. I can't believe that I get to be a part of that. Like it's such a beautiful thing. My favorite album, honestly, is probably going to have to be Change of Heart. I mean, it is my most recent album. It has 22 songs in it. It was going to have 24 songs in it. And it's a busy album. It's got a lot of stuff going on. And maybe that's what I like about it. It's just that it took 2 or 3 years of dedication went into that album. Yeah, right, Murph? I hear you. Yeah, that one is definitely a song from Grocery List. So that's why I thought I would share it, because I thought you would enjoy a song from Grocery List that has some words on it. Hey, thank you. Thank you. I mean, lyricism is an important thing to me. It is. But of course, you know, we take it one day at a time. There's still so much left to do. So it's not like... oh my god, I kind of want to do something right now, and it's gonna seem silly, but man, should I do it? I don't know. Do you want to hear more lyricism? Do you want to hear me do something right now? I don't know if it's worth the time. Your time. I think your time is valuable, and so I'm gonna go back to this. But let me know if you want to hear more of that lyrical stuff. Otherwise, we can leave it for another day. We're gonna have plenty more of these and plenty more opportunities. But yeah, if you were to ask, my favorite albums in order would probably be Change of Heart. Unless you don't mean of myself. If you mean favorite albums as a whole, it's hard for me to say. It's probably gonna be like some Owl City or something, Linkin Park. Those are the ones where I've listened and really enjoyed the entire albums. There's a Beyonce one, Renaissance. That one's a good one. I don't know. I'd have to think about other people's albums, and then if it's mine, there is 2 that come to mind. It's Change of Heart. That one is dry. That one's good, and the other one is As Time Passes By. Those 2 are sick. Those 2 are sweet. Alright, I'm gonna show you it because I thought about it for long enough. And let me know if it's gonna be out of sync with the thing. Because it'll probably be out of sync with the thing. What is this song even called again? It's called These Lonely Nights. I hope I don't get computer ID'd by this part, but I'll try my best not to be computer ID'd, content ID'd. Let me also drink some water because this is going to be live. So let me know if it's not... let me know if it isn't in sync, because I don't know how much my voice is in sync with the audio, and I don't know how well it's going to translate because it won't be balanced, but I guess we're going to give it a shot. It's something that is interesting, I guess. Not necessarily something that I plan to release in this decade, if ever. Okay, let's give it a shot. This one is kind of classic, if you were to ask me. Yes, Fireflies is the good one for sure. Reckless indiscretion ain't something to be messing with. The confession of an obsessed questionist. I'm professing the lessons of my perception, transcending dimensions, stare night. Classes always in session, correcting my intention, selecting the contention, dealing with rejection through expression, self-correcting for reception, injecting oppression through messy lenses of transgression, trying to reach heaven with that verse, elevating my direction, trapped in deception of a pessimist inflection. My objective rose from reflective introspection, an effective directive but lacks subtlety and commitment, just a Shakespeare impression. compassionist, using words for fulfillment of criteria based on resilient persistence, encourage brilliance as recipient treatment and enrichment, indifferent to the limit of my equipment. Started deficient, became resistant, intermittent, proficient, then eventually efficient. The insufficient within me, non-existent to begin with, permits rebuilt contentment as its mission. I committed myself to insistent consistency. My position as a musician is tradition, dedication, and ambition breed success. This intuition is a reflection of a blessed population conditioned into submission. My condition is being tasked with breaking the coalition. Recognition is not earned, it's deserved. My position is the institution rewards technical inquisition when everybody should have equal opportunity for audition, but it's your mind that tells you that it just isn't that way, and it's a shame because requisition today is pivotal to the decision but positions you in this process of self-vision until ignition and demolition tear your vision beyond repair, made to face the collision of your fears and hopes, not to compare those emotional soaps that tear away control and evoke a wide array of notes like self-despair, self-diagnosed, the tunnels that once broke your whole row and climbed like smoke until your soul enclosed in protective oak awoke from its slumber and tore a hole in your reality's scope asunder. You'll go with... Oh, I messed up. But it's that. It keeps going for a solid minute. I mean, that was just halfway through. But yeah, that's one that I think, as far as lyricism is concerned, that one's a fun one. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time, so there's a lot of them. There's a whole lot of them, and I'm not doing the whole like spoken word rap thing. Isn't really my direction personally. I'm a singer, but I've only just started doing singing, so there's it's a long process, but it's a place of growth, and determination gets you from where you're gonna do. You feel bad for my lungs. Imagine when I'm a singer, it's gonna be, the singing I'm doing is oh, it's fun. It's fun. All of it is fun. You know, that's all I gotta say about that. It's all in the way of enjoying yourself a little bit. Okay, I'm moving on from this one. I'm moving on from it. Let me listen to some of these and see where do we go from here, because I kind of blew out all my steam on that one. Something dancey could be fun. Yeah, why not? Let's do this one. Thank you, Magic Stick. I'm sorry about giving you a whole like word explosion, a word vomit of a language that you don't really quite fully get, but thank you for saying that it sounds good. I mean, that's sweet. Okay, so this one is kind of like harkening back to the good old days, but not really, because they're all good days, but this one's a little silly. There's a little bit of silly energy in there. It's very tamely balanced. See, the thing about this genre is it's hard for me. It's hard for me to do stuff in this style. Thank you, Murph. You guys are so positive. You guys are so supportive. That's so sweet. It means a lot to me. It really does. Thank you again. Like, that's awesome. It's close to my heart. Someone told me the other day, no, it was today. A friend of mine said, I put my heart into everything I do. I think that's true. I think that's a fun way to enjoy yourself. You just put your heart into what you do. So what if I turn the mood over to this one instead? Because dance is hard for me. So this one is kind of more in a chill direction, and I could probably, can I build on it or no? Let's see. I don't know if I can do anything on that right now either. Like, what do you do to this? Yeah, that ain't it. Tricky business. Oh, this one's fun. could work on my song from. I have a song for a lyricist, a vocalist, for Mia and Sierra, hold on, and Sierra, didn't I get that right the first time? Mia and Sierra, yeah I did, Mia and Sierra, okay, just had to make sure. I could work on that, for sure. Did I study music theory? Kind of came to me. I didn't really study anything formally. As a kid, I did piano classes, and I hated them. I hated piano. I hated music. No, I loved music, but I didn't enjoy the music stuff because theory made it boring. The whole like reading sheet music, that kind of stuff was just not my cup of tea. This is the one we're working on now. To You is what this one's called, To You. So we're gonna work on this one because this one I can see where I'll take it. But in high school, my music teacher at that time, and this was a class that it's a mandatory music class. He says, throw out the theory, just play what you feel, and that's really what did the magic. That's what did all the lifting. Actually, let me share something with you. Let me change this over to the right audio. Hopefully now you'll be able to hear something in a moment. I just have to set it up so that it works. Okay, no, okay. Okay, let me see if you can hear me now as I play. I'm gonna play some piano here. See if there's, yeah, it's working, okay. Oh wait, no, sorry. Now it's working. Okay, so I wanted to share this with you. This is something that's kind of interesting. So I never did the... Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that could be a reason why I don't like piano. So, like, there's a thing, right? It goes like this. So that is... that's a popular thing in music. And so I was playing... A lot of what I did, it's always been just like playing and improvising my feelings. You hear my feelings in my work because that's what I do. I play my feelings out. And so let me pull up the piano here so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Oh, cool. I didn't know there was this view. Okay. Neat. So I was playing my feelings, and there's one thing that you're going to notice real quick that's kind of a constant in my work is it goes like this. Oh, shoot. So if you haven't noticed it, that's the progression that's in And So It Begins, that's the chord progression that's in Herbal Tea, that's in Faithful Mission. It's in at least 20 of my songs, is the same progression. And it's not intentional at all, but it is, what happened is that I would be playing the piano at school, and I'd just be playing my feelings out, doing stuff like... stuff like that, right? And then, people would hear that and they'd think, that sounds cool. And I wasn't really doing it for them. I was doing it to get my feelings out. And so it evolved over time to the point where eventually it became something more in the lines of... Oh, I keep doing something new, sorry. So that thing there that I just played, once again, that's in like so many of my songs, and it's my feelings. You're hearing, on display kind of where my mind's at and where my heart is, and it's really fun. I mean, I would do this for a while until then I wanted to change it up. Then I wanted to kind of like... I really liked, injecting myself into what I was doing. And that's really where it's not like I'm trained in a theoretical sense or a clinical sense. I didn't sit down and educate myself on what makes things sound the way they do, but instead I just play what I'm feeling. Oh, I keep doing the new thing. And that was fun. I made music turn from this thing that turned me away into something that empowered me to grow, and something that I was determined to pursue. And so I did. I just kept doing new things until, there's this one. See, also, I haven't touched piano in a while, so I'm sorry that's a little silly, but yeah, I totally get that, Murph. That's exactly, that's it. And you're right, Magic Stick, you put it into the perfect words, how to materialize feelings. Um, you got it, Murph. That was the thing that sucked. It was draining to me. It was like all I could do was regurgitate other people's work instead of, you know, playing from the heart and enjoying what I did. So that music teacher in high school really did change a lot for me, because he said to me, throw the theory out. He said to all of us, there's no theory here. We're just here to have fun. We're here to learn in a way that's conducive to your own growth. And everyone came from different backgrounds, but we were able to come together and make something that was, you know? I could do this all day, man. I tell you. I'm gonna change this into a piano stream right now. Because, like, I haven't touched piano in a long time. Because, I told you, the music comes from a dark place, right? So I'm not in necessarily the healthiest place, and I'm working on it. But for a while here, music has been something that's more drained me than empowered me. And so this has been like a return to form. It's yeah, my best time was like a 35, Murph. I think my best time was a 35, yeah. And that's beginner's method. I definitely could have improved if I went on to a more advanced method. Or honestly, nowadays that's like slow, eh? But back then, back then it was not too shabby. My buddies were beating me though, so I eventually couldn't keep up with them because they were on more advanced methods and they tried to teach me, but beginner's method is all I know and all that, you know, I kind of got myself locked into thinking it in that way, and I guess I wasn't prepared to learn something new. But sick deep cut, that's so cool. I appreciate that question. Oh, here's one that's a popular one. Oh, there we go. And then from there, you take that progression and you turn it into something your own. You get the idea. So many ways to turn it into something of your own. Woo! Merv, you are the gangster. Shoot. I'm checking your channel right now to see if you've got. I'm seeing if you got that uploaded, because that's tight. Oh, you got a lot of content there, Murph. You've been doing some stuff. Your most popular thing is playing fun games with Murph the Gangster. I'm definitely gonna check that out. Should I check that out on stream? Do I have the consent from you to do that? I won't do it if you're not. You know, I don't mean to publicize if you're not game, but it's some good stuff. Episode 4 of The Magical Tortilla. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna take a gander in a little bit. This is my little brother's channel, please no. Okay, well, tell your little brother I love his work, and I'll check that out in my own good time. You only use your little brother's channel from YouTube Premium. That is beyond silly, but I love it. I love it. Family, right? That's what family's here for. That's so sweet. Love it. Here's a popular one. And then you're supposed to sing over it, but I'm not there yet. I'm not good enough to do the singing thing. Okay, let's see if I can pick it back up. What is this? Oh, so this one is To You. Use this exclusively for premium. Don't worry, I mean, I hope your brother doesn't mind me checking out. I think he won't mind because he's Murph the Gangster. Like, let it be known, Murph the Gangster is OG. So, I mean, we'll see where that goes. It's a close call. No, I wouldn't do it if you didn't give me the permission to, for sure. I'm not gonna expose your truth. I appreciate the deep cut. That's really sick that you looked in a little further and spotted that, you know, historically that's where I was at. Yeah, I was a fast beginner's method cuber for sure, but you know, I guess there's more to life than beginner's method. That was when I was, let's see, that was 11 years ago, and I'm now 25, so I would have been 14 at that time. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so this song is called To You. It's Song to You. So then it's gonna go quieter for a little bit. And then it's gonna be like just a piano. Let me see which one of these is a piano sound. Real guitar on channel 11. Let's see what that sounds like. That's very interesting. Okay. What is this one doing? Oh, it's a contact that no longer is loading. Shoot, and that's probably a big part of the song. That was a strings. That was a strings. Was it not? Let me just take a look. Yeah. Because if we go back to the original audio from this, I bet it's in there. I don't hear a string. When is this audio from? Properties 2021. Huh. So I gotta put this. Yeah, post that solve. And that's very sweet of you, Merv. Thank you so much. And I'll be here for you just as you are for me, always. Never doubt it. I'm always here for you. And I appreciate it because you've always been here for me. Sincerely. So this is the contact that's missing, right? And I'm thinking, like, what effects are on there? No effects, eh? Tricky because I wanna hear what it sounds like with the contact, but it sounds like, looks like it's not ever gonna know that I have contact because contact isn't named contact on mine. It's not named contact 5, it's named contact. Can I try to trick it? Let me see if I can try to trick it. What is that? No. Okay, well, let's see what contact 5 has kicking. If we got something that'll offset that sound there. To me, the thought is that it's probably a... Oh. I really don't have any strings in contact. No kidding. The more you know. You'd think they'd give you some strings. Okay. Well, I know there are other strings, but... like... interesting. So instead of contact... let me mix it up. Instead of contact, we're going to do... or maybe we leave it a contact, but instead of contact playing strings... I mean, strings are necessary, though, for this sound. I think strings will make a lot of sense. But I'm just curious, because I don't want to just give up on contact like that. Let me see what... okay, yeah, so that definitely needs to be strings. And what the heck is that octave? Yeah, that's strings, because they're closed voicings, too. Oh, you gotta go to school in the morning. I dig that, and I respect that. It's just 1 a.m. there, it's 2 a.m. there, it's 11:25 for me. So, I'm actually, you guys are on the East Coast, eh? Not many are on the East Coast. Usually people are on the West Coast. That's different. Because you guys aren't even, you're definitely not in Europe or Africa. You're, too early to leave the stream, eh? At 2 a.m. Alright. Hey, thank you. That's pretty fun. I'll be here. I'm having fun, so I'll be here. And I'm glad that that you're enjoying yourself. I'm kind of surprised. Because, you know, who wants to sit down and watch someone make music, right? But you do, and I feel it. I feel you here with me. Okay, let's see this one. There we go. That's bringing in a little bit of that air. Awesome. It's not perfect. But it does a good job of just sitting in the background. Okay, so now back to what I was really trying to do here. I was looking for a piano, and it turns out no pianos. So, we're gonna do it ourselves. We started out here with D sharp major D sharp 7, then it's an F minor 7, D sharp 7, F minor 7 to D sharp 7, F minor 7, F minor 7, D sharp 7, F minor 7. This one is now ambiguous chord as hell, just about as ambiguous as you could get. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so that's a question mark chord. Okay, so now here I come in. Okay, so now I gotta do my thing. So here we go. We said that was a D sharp 7. Oh, sorry. Really, eh? Let me just see. We have D sharp, G. Yeah, I mean, I can read, right? So G sharp 7 into F minor 7. And then this one here, it goes whoa! That's different. This is pretty interesting. I gotta wonder where my mind was at. Okay, I see. So this one's that one's like an F minor, but with like some weird extra note here, like a sharp 5. Yeah, right, Murph? I'm on board with that. Yeah, I am also in Canada there, Murph. I'm over in, at the moment I'm in Brampton, Ontario, which is right beside Toronto. And you are, if you're as far east as it gets, then for all I know, you could be on PEI. Isn't that the most east, or am I crazy? Maybe it's not the most east. It's kind of in a nook. Oh boy. Argentina. Well, greetings from Canada, my Argentinian friend. Is that the right way to say that? My folks are Guyanese. My ancestry goes back to Guyana, so I'm not too far away from you in a sense, but in another sense I'm very far away from you, but hopefully we can bring some sun to each other when we get the chance to. Okay, so we were at nope, that's not it. What was that again? D sharp. So that into that, and then this one I'm changing the voicing a little bit here, inverting it to, oh shoot, I just realized that this one has a little bit more to it than I originally anticipated. It's like that. That is tight. Okay. This is like a one step at a time kind of rodeo here. The reason why I've been playing this out is because after this section, I wanted to get like a piano that is just being a nice chill baby. Something that's very soothing. What is this? Oh, cool. Okay, that's not what I meant to. Why is it? What's happening here? I've never had to do that before. Okay. Whatever fancies you, hon. Yeah, you could tell. Newfoundland. Hey, I'm sorry, Murph. I'm so sorry that I didn't even have the right geographical skills here. That makes me really embarrassed because I rep Canada, man. Canada's where it's at. So I'm sorry about that, and thank you for stopping in when it's so late where you're at. And the same is true for yourself, Magic Stick. You guys are phenomenal influences on my life, I'd say. And I do appreciate it. I do. So I think what I'm going to do for this section, I'm going to record the chords in manually and one at a time. And the reason why I'm thinking that's the route I want to take is because, well, it's been a while since I've touched this. I mean, this project, let's see how old it is. This project is from 2020. Started on the day before my birthday in 2020. I wonder where I was at that time. Are you able to see that on your end? You can't, eh? December 23rd, 2020. I was born on the 24th myself. So that's pretty interesting. Really? I mean, Newfoundland is odd sounding, I think, to any Canadian, so Newfoundland? All of that sounds odd to us for sure. But I'm not perfect. I mean, I say Quebec. I know that someone from Quebec would say Quebec. And so there's a lot of regional dialects at play here too. But that's cool. That's really interesting. So this one's missing this note. So the reason why I'm playing them in is because it just so happens that this is a piano that does a good job at sounding real. Uh-oh, what is that? Oh, that's this. Okay. And since it does such a good job at sounding real, it sounds really real when you play into it. Newfoundland. Aw, Newfoundland is so cute. I love that. So is that what I should say, Newfoundland? Is that the way I'm supposed to say it? My goals for 2025. My goals for 2025, and in all honesty, my number one goal is to get myself back on my feet. I've taken myself down quite a few notches, and I'm slowly inching back onto my throne, I guess. And more of a very attainable and a more... Yeah, you've never said Quebec. I can understand why you wouldn't say Quebec, for sure. I agree with you. And it makes sense why you would say it, like Quebec, because that's the way it's spelled. And like I learned French, right? So I can see that that's the way that... But I don't know. I've always known to say it that way. I guess in a similar sense, I've heard people say Argentina. I don't know if that's right or if I butchered that, but I've heard people say it. Okay, but anyway, so a goal that's less abstract and more like physical is that this year I've achieved roughly 125,000 in income. Next year, my goal for 2025 is 200,000, and the year after that is 400,000. Now, I don't like boiling everything down to money, but it's about heart. It's about being in the right place. Newfoundland is the local pronunciation, but people hear the Finn and just pronounce it like Finland. Oh, Newfoundland. Oh, yeah, I'm getting it now. Newfoundland. Oh. So if you were curious, over here in Ontario, and I'd say over in the rest of Canada, as far as I'm aware, I mean, I can't speak for all Canadians. I can only speak for the people around me, but Newfoundland is how we say it. So, I'm sorry if that's wrong, but that's how we say it, and I think it sounds like you're chill with that, which is good. I'm glad that I can rep Canada a little bit. But yeah, when my buddy, he said that I put my heart into my work, it's because you put your heart into everything you do, and you wake up every day passionate, and you yearn for more. You yearn because you live a passionate life, one where you're tasked with more and more because you ask for more and more. You want it. You want to grow, and you enjoy to do more because it's a big life. And it's like, I'm not saying that that's true for everyone, that we all need to do that. Everyone's different. But I guess what I'm trying to get at here is that that what it gets reflected as is the increase in my income. And so that's in no small part thanks to you, actually. Without you, without me. The irony there being that having you there is, that's where I derive myself. That's, you give me. So thanks for coming along for the ride. And, there's so much more left. This is just, we're just part of a process, all of us. And I'm thankful to be part of a process that has made me see the world the way I do and appreciate the world the way that I do. And It makes me unhappy. It makes, you know, it's not like life is all peaches and cream, but there's a lot of good that comes from it, and you kind of have to take the good with all the rest and just appreciating where it takes you, because what more can be done about it? What more can be said other than let's do it. Let's do it together, you know? So thanks again, always, because you guys are my everything. You really are my everything. And that is, you know, the least I can do is get you closer to where you could be one day as well. You know, we all do it together. And that's something that I'm very thankful for the privilege of sharing with you, because you've shared it with me tenfold. You know, like I could never even come close to what you've given me. This chord is hard because I'm playing it with one hand when I really should be playing it with two. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Oops. Something like that should do. I like that it cut into the other one there. That's pretty sick. 1/25,000th of a dollar per year is pretty out there. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, I mean, that is the thing about the privilege of growing up and living in. Whoa, that's the wrong chord. Privilege of growing up and living in the developed world is you've got so much at your fingertips. Like the amount of income that, the amount of the amount of capital that passes through my fingers is it's, you know, within 1 week or 2 weeks, that amount is more than people get in a lifetime, literally in a lifetime. And I don't mean that as like a joke or something silly. I mean like literally the amount of income. There's such a, what is that word I'm looking for here? A scale of economy, and it's really interesting to witness firsthand because we're all in this together. That's the thing about it. You can't get away from how much we are all in it together, sharing our experiences. And so for me to then like come from my pompous place of superiority, you know, like here I am wasting that money, honestly, compared with people who can barely, you know, who don't have the luxury that I've been gifted just by being born in a different place. It just goes to show that we got a lot of work to do. We have a ton of work to do together as people to get to that place where we can feel equal, feel not equitable but equal, you know, like that what I have is the same as what you have, and that we're allowed to be different while still maintaining the same starting position, I guess. Okay, so see, that's what I'm saying. This piano goes hard. Okay, so now the question though for me is like what do I do with that information here? Let's go back to this part. I played in half of the chord progression. I wonder what's constantly ticking. Oh, it's two parts that are ticking constantly. Oh, okay. I see what I'm doing here now. It's kind of coming to me. I don't want it to jump around so much. You know how I see it, Murph? I see it as goals for days, goals for minutes, goals for... Because you know what it is? Is there something in here I can use to visualize this for you? We're going to find out right now. Is there something in here that allows me to draw? I'd love to draw for you right now so I could visualize this for you. Well, there's one way to draw, and it's by doing this. So like, I'm just changing it out so that you can see my computer now. Or I guess what I'll do, I'll make it so that you can see this window here. Yeah, that one. So now you can see that. I hope you can see that. I imagine you can see that. So like in life, right? You have, I hope this is visible here. So you have like your start position might be over here. And you might have like an end position that's like over here. Well, it's not an end position, but this is where you're aiming for. And so you aimed, you shot your shot, and you ended up here. But even in doing so, maybe you ended up here actually. And so now you're here at this point and you think, well, I'm not where I wanted to be. Like if I had made a straight line, it would have been like that. But I didn't do that. I'm down here. I'm not where I want to go. So now you have to change your trajectory, and now you might be here. Then you change your trajectory again, and maybe that takes you here, you know? But that's part of it. But now if you zoom in on that, right? If you know, as you're trending, you're trying to create a trend toward your from your start to your end position. This part here, it's not linear. This part here is more like this. There's ups and downs, hills and valleys. These pivotal points, they feel like you're on cloud nine, and these ones, they feel like, you know, you took a step backward. And sometimes you need to take a step backward so you can reassess. But what I'm trying to say here is, on a daily, you're looking at creating your trend, right? But you're not trending so that it's like da 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 da, and there's just only positive growth. You're like, you know, today was good, tomorrow maybe wasn't so good, and then the next. But in a general sense, you're trending in a consistent direction, right? This is what this line here is supposed to sort of implies, that the direction of your approach takes you to that end position. That's not your true end position, because then again, you take that and you scale it back again. That was just 10 years of your life. Now you're at this point, and now you want to get up here, you know, because you're already here now. So you don't need to aim for this anymore. You're already there, and now you got to aim for the next one. And then again, we're going up and down and up and down and left and right and center. And I guess what I'm trying to say here is, you want to set it up so that each day, let's say these are days, each day you make it better than yesterday. You know, you might have dealt with some like really weird ups and downs in the day that you faced, right? But then, you know, incrementally you're taking that start position and you're slightly higher up the next time, you know? Slightly higher up. You take it, you know, it's not like every day is going to be perfect, and that's where your goals are. And so, you know, you can barely even tell that this day was a little bit higher than that one. But if you put on a horizontal line and you take the high point from this day, look at that. It's actually quite a bit higher. And I guess what I'm trying to say here is, if you take it on a day-by-day basis, that's huge. That's really important, because now you're creating a trend. You're saying, hey, you know, I can't see it all through in an instant. You know, my future is not my present and my past. They're all entwined, and it's up to me to turn that into an image that I'm thankful for and appreciate. So now here, look at that. My horizontal line, on day one, my highest part was below day two. Day two, my highest part was below day three. Day three, my highest part was below day four. Now all of a sudden in 4 days, look at how much growth there's been, right, on the highest parts. And you might want to equalize it using the middle points, but the point is still valid that, yeah, you set goals in minute increments and second increments, because it's like, how do you choose? Oh, does this work like that? Oh, cool. Yeah. How do you choose to delegate your time appropriately for your goals? And there's no right answer, but definitely. Thank you, Murph. Draw an apple. Sorry, guys, I'm reading the chats now. Success comes to people who work on it constantly. Yeah, and the thing is, you can't get yourself bogged down with this idea that, like, I want these things and they're so far away and I'll never get there. Because, yeah, it feels that way, right? But then, like, just, you know, making each day better than the day before it is an incremental way to see improvement visibly within yourself, physically, you know? Yes, Murph, I agree with you. That's right. You know, there's days like for me, let me pull up the visualization again. Paints. Let me see if that should just automatically be shown on your screen, right? Yeah, okay. So for me, like over the years it's been interesting because I've had like this kind of direction, and then it went down, and then it went like that ish, and then it went like that, and now it's like that, and it's probably gonna go like that, and then I might go like that. So what I'm trying to say here though is that like my low points feel like I've taken myself way back. Like look at that. I'm below my start point. And where that's coming from is like my feelings, right? Like there are days it used to be that I was just consistently doing that, right? That's let me oh, can I not undo? Okay. So let me just draw that visualization again, like where it was like that. So really if you zoom in on like just in this span, it looks like I'm constantly up, right? But then woof, like there was a bad spiral, you know, it went down a lot. But then what do? You get to that low point and you have no direction to go but back up. So you start going back up and woof, now where am I again? In the split of a second, you know, it might have taken days or years to get to that point, but I'm back right below where I started. And now you got to pick yourself up and you go again. And that's the thing, you kind of don't want to be caught up with what you feel you can't do or how incapable and incompetent it makes you feel. Because for me, holy smokes, when I find myself behind, when I feel that like the person I was years ago is better than the person I am now, and that is how I feel right now. I feel that I'm working really hard to get back to, you know, getting myself closer to who I used to be. And, you know, that's shocking, right? Because you tend to think of growth as you know, linear, as unidirectional, as, you know, I'm growing and I won't stop growing and I'm just going upward. But like for me, it has not been just upward. It's been like I'm where I am right now, I am struggling. Like it is not, you know, I'm not in a kosher place. And so having you guys here once again, you might not be aware of just how much you matter to me, because you really, really do, because, you know, without you, I'm so very lost, I'm so very lonely. And not just that, I mean, don't we all feel that way sometimes? But I've lost so much of what mattered to me, and you guys kind of help me see within myself who I can be, because I get to witness it in you. And then I'm like, okay, so you're doing it, so I can do it too, you know? So I can get myself to where you've gotten yourselves, and rinse and repeat. We go again and again until we, you know, until we make a fun song together. And not just one fun song. Let's make an era together. You and me. This one is the song to you, you know? Thank you, Murph. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Sincerely. You know, it's not like, I don't think it's any sort of rocket science. Like, I mean to say that I'm not special, and I don't mean to come off as pompous and all that jazz, and I don't think you take it that way. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm thankful for the opportunity. Whoa, that's not the chord, but I like how that sounds, so hopefully it'll be okay. Right, I'm glad to assist however I can, because once again, you guys are so very integral to me. Having you there floating over my shoulders every step of the way has been, it's my everything. It's my everything. Without you, I've lost myself. Long ago, along the way, I lost myself, and you guys have helped me pick myself back up and go again and again and again. Every time when I think that there's nothing left of me, it's thanks to you that I can wake up and be like, wow, here I am, and we're going, and we're strong, you know? Let's be strong together. Oh wow, of course the last chord is missing, right? That's interesting. So here we've got, like, I've laid down the foundation for something. Now the question is, let's give ourselves context again. so we can get an understanding of what is it exactly that I'm building out here. And in the meanwhile, I'm just double checking that everything is still going according to plans. Murph, you a gangsta. Even though this is your little brother's account, so really it's your little brother who's the gangster, but yeah, you know, I hate to come off in a way that makes me seem unapproachable, because this is something that really frustrates me, is when people say, like, you know, like, you're so humble. And it's like, nah, I'm not though. Like, I'm no different than you, right? We're the same. We're absolutely the same. You gave me this, you know? You gave me the opportunity to create my platform, to talk to you, right? And share with you my feelings. That's thanks to you. So how am I any different from you? Like, how, you know, don't put me on a pedestal. I'm not humble. I'm just a human, and you are as well. And we get to share our valuable shared time together. You know, my time and your time, they're both valuable. Okay, so here we are. This is very interesting. It's interesting because there's a lot to do during this section. I'm thinking like taking it in sort of the direction I took Oceanic Space in would be fun. That's off of that Change of Heart album I was kind of throwing out earlier. Now, I think maybe though I take it in the, yeah, I like me an upright bass, so I'm gonna try the upright bass approach first. And this is sort of something that's in so much of my work, is this next sort of motif. It's a rhythm. I do a rhythm here. And, ooh, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that actually. I don't like it. Hey, let me guess your cat. Your cat's a gangster? So your cat, my initial feeling was like a gray tabby because your cat is a gangster. Then I threw that out the window, and then now I'm feeling more of like a black cat. I don't know what those are called. And then because gangsters, okay, that's gangsters were black, you know what I'm saying? But then anyway, the other thought was maybe like an orange tabby as well, just because people have been telling me about ginger cats, so that's probably what's on my mind. I mean, no offense with anything I just said, for sure. Okay, so let me throw in a Chimera. Yeah, Chimera will do it. Or, you know what, we got some Chimeras already, but Chimera is a really cool one. It's got the funkiest sounds, let me tell you. Let's start with wide pad. Oh, perfect. I don't even need to do anything. That's the thing about my thing. It's so easy. It's really, my thing is really easy, man. Okay, so our Argentinian friend, Magic Stick, I think you said that you would have to leave. Oh, no. You said too early to leave the stream. You're here for life. But Murph is the one who will be leaving at, let's see here, what time? Over here, just before 1 a.m. and that was not too long ago. When was that? I don't have a time. Put user in timeout. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, my assumption though is there's probably gonna be like 1 more hour, I imagine, until Murph is gone. Okay, I was just trying to get a feel for where we're at. So this is chugging, you know, it's kind of moving a little faster than I wanted, so I'm gonna keep moving through these options and see if there's anything that Don't I already have a railroad in this song? I don't. Okay. So I think it's gonna be railroad on top of. It'll be wide pad and then it'll be railroad too. Okay, let me just start it from scratch and see what that sounds like here. Life would be so boring if everyone wins every single battle. Yes, Magic Stick, let's go. All white. Oh, man. I can't believe it. I got played. Murph played me. Well, Murph is the cat. The cat played me. Oh, yeah, dude. I've seen this profile picture because I was already on this channel. Silly, silly, silly. That's super cool. I love that. I love that I guessed like 7 things and none of them were right. You're so right, Magic Stick. That is so facts, man. Holy smokes. Do you do that to keep your room cool because you play like heavy games or something? Is that the thought process there? Because sounds cold. As an Ontarian, is that the right word? Ontarionian? That seems that seems crazy to me. But hey, if it's prime to you, then by all means, I mean, you could leave and just, you know, you subtract 2 degrees from that number and then you leave a glass of water in there and it'll turn to ice. But, you know, if that's your vibe. The only color I didn't guess was white. Oh my god. Oh, we need to free the victims, man. This is abuse. Those poor, poor souls. Oh man, that's funny. I love that. The only color I didn't get was white. Oh, you're too funny. Do you think that's cheesy? Do you think this thing I'm about to do is a little cheesy? I think cheesy is good. A little cheese is good. Let's see. Let's see if it's cheesy. Oh, that's the clap, but the thing about it is that it's like weird shaped, so now I gotta do some weird stuff to it. You go sample start. You can all do it built in now. I don't even have to do the other stuff. Length. Look at that. I used to have to edit it in an audio editor, but not anymore. Okay, so this is my cheesy idea. It's cheesy. And then maybe like have it stuttering during that part. Okay, but that's not a stutter, that's just like 4 notes repeated. Favorite type of cheese is pizza mozzarella. I like pizza mozzarella, that's my fave. 1 degree weather was killing your feet. No! That's a very Canadian thought. I like where your head's at. Just please don't get hypothermia. I mean, that sounds sad. Just, you know what you need is one of 3 things, 3 options. A, socks, like wool socks. B, a warm bath and you just keep your feet in the warm bath while you're chilling. C, blankets. Any of those could be it. I think any of those could really be it. Oh great, now this other thing I did is coming to mind and I'm kind of liking it. And you have the velocity. What is that? You have the velocity. Oh, I have a harp in here. Yeah, let me use the harp. That's not even what I meant to do, but I'll do the other thing in a sec. Now, the other thing I wanted to do now is reverse it. This one has to go. I think that should be right? This can go in a. Okay. Yeah, pizza mozzarella rocks. I actually just really dig mozzarella. No, Murph. I mean, to each their own, but I I think that yeah, definitely the warm bath, bringing it over to your room. That's kind of what I was implying. I think that's the move, because that just sounds nice. But you know what? The thing you're missing from your statement there is there has to be a way to keep the water warm as well. Maybe instead you should bring a little like induction burner, like a little cooktop, into your room, and then put a pan on it, put a pot on it, in fact, and put some water in, and don't necessarily boil your feet, but I hope you're getting where and the wool can even insulate you from the intensity of the heat a little bit. I think that's the winning choice. Do let me know how that fares, because I'm firstly concerned with your well-being. I think most importantly, your well-being is everything to me. So, if your feet are cold, you gotta warm them up a little bit. Is that it? Something like that. Cheesy. I told you I love cheese. It's delicious. Okay, let's see. Oh, and then this one actually has to take that away. We're almost there. Okay, let me see if that's too much or too little or just right. Oh man. Murph. Is everything okay there, bud? Are you sure you're doing alright there? I just want to make sure that you're in the right place mentally, because it sounds like it sounds like maybe you could use a little hand, someone to be there for you. And let me know. I'll be there for you every day, every step of the way, because I think that that idea, flawless as it may be, could be detrimental to your well-being, to your health, and to each their own. But especially like if you drop a toaster in there, something with a burner, you'll be okay. Murph, I'm watching you. Your cat would be very sad, Your cat would be very sad, so let me know. We can work through this together. Your hardships, we can do this together. Wow. What the heck? Holy moly. Okay, let me get a feel for what this song is about again, because I seem to have lost it somewhere along the way. Flawless as it is, does have some flaws. I think so. Maybe if you use the magic stick, you might, you could probably get away with a thing here or there. Thing or two with a magic stick, but you'll have to have someone who can lend you their magic stick, and I don't know you know, I don't know if anyone is willing to share their magic sticks. Lemon's a good pick. Strawberry is not a fruit, I think, but if it is, then strawberries. They have like an emotional thing for me. Other than strawberries, if it has to be strictly a fruit, I like the taste of bananas, like flavors wise. There's, you know, I've got a lot of videos on my YouTube channel, but in all of those videos, the entire thing, I only ever eat one fruit, and it's a banana. But it turns out bananas are berries, so you know what, bananas I guess can't count either. And so we keep trucking. The next one that comes to mind, of course, pears. Pears are a good one. Ooh, Murph with the, yeah, those are picks. Those are some good picks there, Murph. I like where your head's at. That's it. That's top. That's top. Now the thing about it though for me is that they both are very strong fruits flavor wise, so I don't know if I would be able to nom on them for too long. They kind of have that level of, you know, I take them in tea form. You know, in tea form I can at least indulge a little bit more. But I guess we're gonna do the thing, right? There's only one course of action here, and it goes like this. Let me change my magnet clipping. Let me change that to be like this. Dragon fruit will disappoint you. If mango disappoints you, then dragon fruit. Yeah, pomegranate is, yeah, I don't know how you mix those two up either. Let me like, they're not the same color, not the same flavor, not the same family of fruit. But you know what? Ah. All right. Well, you know what? That's why you mixed it up, because you were thinking about grenades. And grenades rhyme with grapes. See, you gotta get into the head of a Murph gangster cat, and then you'd know. But until then, sometimes you're left clueless. Clueless as to your own machinations, as SpongeBob would say it. I don't remember who's... Oh, it's Patrick. That was a Patrick quote. Oh, he smokes. He smokes, and it's a smokesy kind of time. Take a second. Yeah, I've never had ACAI, and I don't know how that'd be pronounced. In French, that's a S noise, so it would be pronounced assay, assay, assay. Oh yeah, you're right. I have had it in mixtures with other drinks. I'm gonna Google what it looks like, because I don't know that fruit. I'm Googling it right now though, so I'm about to know it. ACAI. I know that as a YouTuber. There's a YouTuber with that name. Oh, that looks delicious. It looks like a little blueberry. A big blueberry, in fact. I want to eat it. Are you sure that's not just a blueberry, hun? Girl, that's a blueberry. It's factual. You've been lying to yourself. I'm kidding. I've never even tasted it. How am I supposed to know? But it looks like a blueberry. Definitely looks like a blueberry. Okay. You've never had the... Yeah. And then so then it goes down to the sea. Okay, I gotta really work out that is gonna be this instead. The bass is not kicking, it's not doing it. Why is that so detuned? Is there a clean one? Of course there's a clean one. You think I didn't know there was a clean one? Ah, these are all so boring. There's some boring basses. And I love them though, I love all of it, but like... I'm looking for something that has the character that I want. And you know what? What am I thinking? I know how to get the character that I want. This is how you do it. You take this thing, right? And you see it sounds like that. And you're like, wow, that's not it, right? But then you turn that into this. With just one effect, her life changed. Yeah, it's definitely the first one. Okay, but now I'm gonna go right back. I've gone in a big circle because now we're going back to Contact. We're gonna take the upright from Contact instead and put it through the same processing. I don't know, none of it is hidden for me. Things that look like blueberries but aren't are the best. Concord grapes, other examples, I'm sure. Fake blueberries noted. You guys are just too silly. Concord, the company, has ruined the good name of Concord grapes. Do I have to go look up what Concord, the company, is? You know, I'm very, very woefully no, that's not it. Woefully this is a video game. Multiplayer first-person shooter developed by Firewalk Studios and Sony Interactive. That shit looks dope. Good for those guys, whoever plays this. This looks freaking dope. That looks sick. Alright, well... I don't know about Concord the company, but I do know that Concord looks like they're doing well. Yeah, I'm not getting it. It's not happening, so I'm gonna pivot again. You know me, I like to pivot. I mean, we got a lot done there, but it didn't feel like a lot was done, so I'm gonna go for this one named Dan Veg, which is just a typo of Dancy. And we'll see if that one's got any goods for me right now. I don't even remember this one remotely. Oh, that's a lot of good stuff that just loaded in though, so. Oh shoot, this one? Yeah, this one's fun. Yeah, that's a fun one. I could dig that one. Oh, you guys can't hear it. Sorry about that. I'm gonna start it back up as though I didn't hear it, and then let me put the sound of the song in there as well. You do need the sound of the song in order for you to know what I'm talking about. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Oh, that sucks. Rest in peace to that game. It kind of looked cool, but I'm not a gamer, so I don't know. I don't know what's cool. And the other thing about me though is that I've never been cool. You know what I'm saying? Like coolness and I don't flow together. We don't gel. Me and coolness. So I see what needs to happen here and I will do it. What the hell? I'm so very astonished by what I'm hearing right now. Yeah, Murph, you got me. You fully got me. Murph, you know me too well. I'm a little concerned by how well you know me, eh? I opened this up thinking that I could do this part, but this part's already done. Why has it gotta be so repetitive, huh? Why don't I do something different for a change? Mix it up a little bit on him. Give him some to like chew and bite into. To chew. Okay, let's listen to some music together and figure out where we're gonna go from here. First up, there's a song here called Lizard, and I want to know what Lizard is. Lizard. Oh. Okay, in order for us to know what Lizard is, I have to open it, which I was not really too much interested in, but I guess we're gonna do that now. In the meanwhile, let's listen to this one called Shaker. Okay, Lizard loaded. There's a couple songs here that have no exported MP3 for me to just click play on, so that's unfortunate, but you know, we'll work with what we're given. So here's Lizard first, see if we got anything to do with Lizard here. Well, one thing's for sure, that is a loud song. Can't say that there's much I'm gonna do with that right now. What do I do for a living? I'm an insurance broker. I'm a scam artist for a living. That's what I do. And I make music. I mean, music is like... music makes me a good chunk of money. Thanks to y'all. You guys gave me some opportunity in my life. Alright. Come on. I have to put the thing on so that y'all can hear me. Well, no, you can hear me, but I mean the music. Okay. What is this? Okay, we're gonna keep moving along, but that's an interesting thing. That was an interesting thing. We're gonna listen to this while we wait for that to load. Lizard, more like song. Love it. Love it, love it. The thing we're listening to right now is called Fatty. Fatty is pretty fat. That's why I call it Fatty. That one's a pretty fun one. This one here, Shaker. Let's see what Shaker's about. Gotta put this thing on. Once you see this, you know you'll hear it. Oh, this one's good. Oh, shoot. Hit me with that jazz. Yeah, I'm not contributing to that right now, but that was a that's a fun one. From where am I taking inspiration? I take my inspiration mostly from this one here. This one here is from some Korean R&B song. Oh no, I'm so sorry about that, Murph. The weird static in the background, I couldn't even hear it. I couldn't even hear the static. That sucks. Please do let me know if there's more of that annoying static for you to hear, because I hate to put you through annoying sounds that kill your ears. So this one, yeah, Korean R&B, that's a big inspiration for me. I've been looking for whatever the heck this is from for years. Like, I don't know where those chords came from. It was a long time ago when I made that. And they're from something. They're surely from something, and I don't know where. I don't know what Korean song that I took those chords from, but I know someone will tell me one day, and I'll be like, yeah, that's it. Okay, what's this one? This one's called Walk Me. I think a lot of my inspiration comes from like hip hop. Not necessarily rap, but like more like in the instrumental chill hop kind of realm. But then you got songs like this one. And this one's not hip hop, so it's like wherever my feelings come from, you know? I'm going down the list right now searching for something. I haven't found anything yet. Something to excite me. Excite my creativity a little bit. Yeah, YouTube has a lot of emojis. I'm looking at them right now, which I didn't notice before, but now I see them. There's one here that looks like ad blocker. There's a goat. That goat looks like I'm a Capricorn, so that goat reminds me of that's my goat. Taking the goat. They got popcorn. They got a yoga girl. Oh, can you change the color of it? Is that how this is? It's called Goat Turquoise. So what if I change... Yeah, what if you change that? Goat Turquoise. So what if I say Goat Yellow? Oh no, it doesn't work that way. Blue Horns. Yeah, that doesn't work. Okay, well, the more you know. If you must, world. They took away the pride ones, eh? Well, they can't take away my fairy, that's for sure. Bam. Check it. Representing. That's right. Can't mess with my fairy. Okay, well that didn't get me anywhere. Keep going down the list, keep going down the list. I think I'm gonna be done here. I think that I've run my course. Where do I get my inspiration from? My dreams. My dreams are where the inspiration comes from. And I need to go dream up some inspiration right now. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm coming from. The land of dreams. Yeah, those are your favorite, huh? Let me check what those are called. One sec, let's see here. We got YT, and we got Stay Home. Love it. Love it. Well, yeah, you know, I love Google too. Google's, you know, they've made some change for us. This one's fun. This one's fun, but I don't know quite where I want to take it. I was in a rush because I had to put my daughter to sleep, and so a friend of mine, he said he needs some chords for something, so I just played piano, and it kind of jams. I mean, I don't know. I could see it going somewhere. Ooh, what's this one? This one's called Hardstyle. I made Hardstyle back in 2022. We're back at 2022, by the way. That's what these projects are. They're projects from 2022 now. What's going on here? Confirm changes. Yeah. No, don't save changes. That's right. I'm still scrolling through this stuff. Here's this one. Those chords are not mine. They're from someone named Echo Robot. Oh yeah, that's my attempt at hardstyle. Okay, well. It's not hardstyle, but it is fun. I'm enjoying that. That was fun. Oh, there's another pattern. I missed it. Phew! Alright, fellas. Y'all's have been killing it since day one, and I don't know how y'all's put up with me for this long, but it's time for me to say goodnight. Time to eat dinner and catch some rest, but you know, I can't believe you stuck around for this show, this nonsense. And I look forward to doing more music. You know, we did a lot of talking. Talking's really important as well. And anytime, always stop by. I'm always here to talk. But yeah, the streams are gonna be consistent, so you'll be hearing from me. And Murph, you've just been nonstop, you know, inflating my ego a little bit. I really appreciate it. Sincerely, it means so much to me. What you're sharing with me, it's not you know, it's a privilege. It's an honor, because you might see me as I'm just another human, right? And you're just another human, and we share that. You know, share that connection that we've made, not through music, but yeah, sure, through music, but now in a more. No, don't be sorry for. I'll tell you, you made this really fun. I think without you guys here, I would have been done ages ago. I would have given up ages ago, right? But you keep my spirit strong, and you keep me gunning to pursue what matters the most to me, and so. And that talks a lot type of autism. Well, you say only the most beautiful and lovely things, and I'm so glad for the opportunity to bring you a little bit of joy however I can. And I'm sorry that, you know, the music kind of took a back burner, but as you said, so many more of these. This is a never-ending thing. It's lifetimes. So you know, talk to me as much as you can, as much as you want, you know, because I'm here for you, and I'm happy that you can be here for me because you have been. So thank you guys again. You guys rock. Sincerely, it means so much, very much to me that you've stuck around. You came by and you got a little piece of me, and I got a little piece of you, and I guess now we're gonna head on our merry way. Please don't hesitate to. Oh, where'd my mic go? You guys can hear me? Okay, there I am. Please don't hesitate to, you know, reach out however you'd like, DMs or all that jazz, or, you know, stop by the next stream. And thank you again. Yes, you're very welcome, Murph. Thank you both, and thank you all. Hope you guys have a great night. Oh, Magic Stick, I'm so glad that I could provide you whatever little tiny bit of me that I can, and I'm always here for you, sincerely. So, and thank you again. Sincerely, thank you both. Okay, sweet dreams, guys.